Well, I mean, during my time at this consulting firm, I've seen some pretty crazy companies. I mean, coming in to evaluate Qualtrics as a team, we didn't really know what to expect. They use the word tacos as the acronym for their company values. In the end, though, we were impressed. We definitely have some suggestions, but otherwise, we were impressed. A brief summary of Qualtrics. Okay, well, let me see. So Qualtrics is a software technology company based in Provo, Utah. It was founded by Ryan Smith and his father, Scott, in their garage after Scott came upon the idea of using the internet to accelerate market research as a marketing professor at BYU. You see, Qualtrics started as a survey company used by academics to conduct research, but over the years, they've expanded into a multi-product company that helps organizations manage customer experience, employee insights, and market research. Currently, Qualtrics offers a product called the XM platform, which allows companies to better understand their customers, gain product insights, attract and retain talent, and improve brand perception. And all this occurs with Qualtrics' signature survey software, along with a few other nifty features. What is Qualtrics' core competency? Well, they do a lot of things well, honestly, but their core competency and the thing that they do better than anyone else is that Qualtrics is an expert at providing software solutions for primary market research. So I'd say that their core competency is building tools that are customizable according to their customers' needs, so that those customers can go and conduct their own research, whatever that may be.
You said you had some questions for me? hmm So where does Qualtrics lie in the competing values framework? Yeah, so I'd say Qualtrics lies probably in the adhocracy section. They have a lot of flexibility for their employees. They really want to create groups and focus on the internal team, but also they have a primary focus on the external markets. They have a lot of product innovation and what they offer, and they're always concerned about what's going on in the market as well. So yeah, I'd say they're probably in the adhocracy section of the competing values framework. Mm-hmm. So they have any key values? Yeah. So they have their key values. They have, it's actually kind of a cool slogan they have. It's called tacos. It's transparent, all in, customer obsessed, one team, and scrappy. They've got it all over the office in there. They've got these columns in the office that has all the words out there. So that's something they really do try to use throughout maintaining their culture. Yeah, you want me to build on how they use those values to maintain the culture? Yeah, for sure. So, I mean, one of the things is for attraction, selection, and attrition and employee onboarding. These values really are an important aspect of that process. What happens is it's really embedded into the interview process when they're interviewing candidates. They really want to make sure that these candidates fit those tacos values. They want to make sure that they fit those values, and they ask them to demonstrate stories of how they've seen that demonstrated in their lives. And they're always mentioning tacos when they're onboarding. They have specific meetings to talk about different values. They just really make sure that everyone's on the same page. That's something that they do really well. And another thing they do to maintain this culture is through leadership. So, one of the values is one team. They're really good about doing this. They have a variety of Slack channels internally in which employees can just, message a boss or message a coworker and just ask questions. So it's really just idealizes and embodies this idea that everyone is just one team and everyone's happy and willing to help one another and solve problems and collaborate in one space. And then also, building on that leadership is they have weekly meetings called Thank Goodness It's Thursday, TGIT. I guess, they like their letters. But yeah, I mean, everyone from the CEO to the newest intern is invited and incentivized to learn about these new product offerings in these meetings, internal only news, and updates on how the company is performing in the market. Then probably last, what they use to really demonstrate these values is through the reward system. So the reward system aligns pretty well with their culture. Executives set company-wide goals each year known as OKRs. And then managers then have the ability to set individual goals for their teams that align with the organization's OKRs as a whole. So then at the end of the year, employees are evaluated based on how well they achieve those goals, and then a bonus is assigned accordingly. And also, in case a manager can't see everything that employee is doing, an employee are able to fill out self-evaluation forms to measure their own performance. And, I think this practice really exemplifies the all-in value of Qualtrics, as every employee is unified in company goals. And then also they can provide rewards based on how well an employee exemplifies the tacos values. So this is team organizational based. So many teams emphasize maybe different parts of tacos values, and they can nominate employees for awards based on that. But yeah, that's all I have. Any other questions? No? Okay, cool.
So what makes the company unique and successful? You want to know that? Well, Qualtrics is a very successful company. Clearly, they work with more than 15,000 companies that use Qualtrics for the unique experience management software that they provide. Compared to other user experience management companies, Qualtrics actually has a 27% market share, compared to a 24% share by SurveyMonkey and a 15% share by Google Forms. And then like the rest of, I think there's 95 different companies in that category right now, and the rest of those make up the rest of the market share. So yes, they're very successful, and they operate across the globe in many different countries around the world. You want me to talk more about how Qualtrics is unique and what makes them successful in this way? So yeah, Qualtrics emphasizes their company culture throughout their entire hiring process. And this is something that is truly unique to Qualtrics, the way that they emphasize the tacos. As a company, the distinct culture of excellence, being transparent, being all in, being customer obsessed, working together as one team, and working scrappy, like being resourceful and just finding ways to solve problems. This all provides them with a unique advantage to the other companies that are in their industry. Their strong culture also provides them with something that has enabled them to grow quickly and to make innovative changes that drive their companies to success. The company provides leading experience management software to corporations and to users, and this is they're really able to do this through their employees, and their employees that drive excellence and their company culture kind of all feedback to their employees. So another aspect that makes them unique is that they are a global enterprise, but they have still maintained the feel of a small startup in all of their offices and locations for their employees. Specifically, they have offices around the world, but each have a uniqueness and individuality within each different office that work together to build a strong brand and creative and innovative ideas that drive the company to success. So they're a company that continually strive to build the best thing for their customers and their employees. Specifically, they have a passion for the best. Directly coming, a quote from one of their workers at their company is, "We hire the best, we deliver the best, we're in the biggest roles of our careers, we're in with both feet. We push each other, we challenge each other, and we care about each other. This is our company, and we act like owners." So this ownership that each employee has within themselves kind of drives that passion and that care to build innovative products and to have that edge in the market and drive success in their company. Thanks.
Everybody, so how are we going to energize our office?
Do we have suggestions for Qualtrics? Yes. Do we have time to go through all of them? I'm not sure, but we tried to boil down our top suggestions. And the first has to do with tacos.
Shut up about the
Tacos.
Shut up about the
Tacos. Tacos. Transparent, all in, customer obsessed, one team, scrappy. First suggestion to Qualtrics: do not base your company's core values on a acronym based off of Mexican street meat. We highly suggest reevaluating the values and making sure that they are in tune with the current company and where the company is at currently. For example, scrappy is something that probably is not very applicable to the company at its current $1 billion stage. Qualtrics is a $1 billion company looking to hit the 5 billion mark, and scrappy has not changed from their core values. There's a lot of things that I think would be better in tacos instead of scrappy. Sustainable, maybe, or scalable, but certainly not scrappy. And so I think the first suggestion we have is reevaluating and making sure that the core principles of Qualtrics are indicative of where the company's at and what they are looking for in their employees and in the company as a whole. Words that are better than scrappy: scalable, sustainable, significant, safety, seamless,
Oh, still lame. Okay.
speed, stable, successful, sensational, special. The second suggestion that we have for Qualtrics is doing a better job of management following through on values that they give to their employees and that they say that are important to the company. Apparently, there's people at the company who feel the management are not doing a great job at this. Specifically, they say they are a partner-focused firm, but a lot of their policies go directly against their partners and focus on sales. And so these policies directly violate what they proclaim to believe in.
I know what's right, but I'm not going to say, because you're all jerks who didn't come see my band last night.
So sounds like Qualtrics is not doing a very good job here, and we would highly suggest that culturally it's going to be very beneficial for senior management to follow through on what they say is important and not directly go behind and apparently directly violate that which they say is important, because employees are noticing that, and it's becoming quite apparent to employees of the company that it's a little hypocritical, some of the policies that Qualtrics is promoting. Our third suggestion to Qualtrics is to build more coherent subcultures within the company that reflect each other. Something that we noticed at the company is that although each subculture and team and group is very familiar with the TACOS acronym and the values that accompany it, they interpret that very differently, and some choose not to interpret it at all and do not live or instill these values in their teams. And so what we found is that team subculture is very broken and very fragmented. And so a lot of efficiency is being lost, as you can imagine, as when, or in inter-team collaboration, inter-organization collaboration, when teams are jump into to new teams and interact with each other, and the values and the way things work in each of these teams is very different. And so we suggest meeting with leaders of these teams and having senior management make sure that the values and the characteristics that they want instilled in lower level employees is very constant and very organized, so that there is less distractions and less disconnect in inter-organization collaboration.